Steven Kwan has become a top 5 hitter in baseball, and he's a guy that pitchers dread facing when he steps up to the plate. He's super pesky, probably has the best bat control in the league, he almost never strikes out, he can slap the ball around, he can work pitch counts up to 8 to 10 pitches at a time, and on top of that, he is a gold glove left fielder. And it's honestly ridiculous how little recognition he gets. He's putting up all-star numbers and has the best batting average in the league. In this video, I'm going to talk about what Kwan is doing, how he's doing it, and I also want to talk about his upbringing because his story may not be what you think. But before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 30k subscribers, and with your support, I truly believe we can get there super fast. Steven Kwan was born on September 5th, 1997 in Los Gatos, California. Kwan was raised in the San Francisco Bay Area by parents Jane and Raymond Kwan. Steven started playing baseball when he was 4 years old and has never looked back. He attended Washington High School in Fremont, California, where he played all 4 years of high school ball as a starter every season. Kwan didn't get much recognition until his junior year due to being a 5'8" Asian American in a state full of amazing prospects. This is where he took a leap, batting .489, collecting a total of 9 doubles, 2 triples, and 23 RBIs, hitting only 1 home run, which was the only one of his high school career. After his junior season, he was named first team All-League, bumping himself up to the number 13th ranked prospect in Northern California. Because of how much he broke onto the scene his junior year, a powerhouse baseball program at Oregon State reached out to him to offer his only D1 scholarship, which Kwan accepted just before his senior year of high school. And he continued to impress his senior season in 2015, batting well over 400 once again and earning another All-League First Team award. Being only 5'8" and 150 pounds, some people were shocked that Kwan was getting ready to head off to Oregon State. A JUCO coach who had been recruiting him even told him, "You'll be back," sending a lot of pressure to Kwan heading into his freshman year. In 2016, Steven Kwan would get a good amount of time on the field during his freshman season, playing in 35 of their 54 games. He sat out for 2 months in the second part of the season due to his struggles at the plate, batting .215 on average, making him question how he even belonged at the school. With the words of the JUCO coach starting to haunt him, Kwan had to visit with a sports psychiatrist to get his mind back on track. He spent the next months in the offseason seeking mentorship from former big leaguer Tyler Graham, who helped Kwan completely rebuild his swing. Graham went on to speak about Kwan's work ethic, calling him a cage rat because of how much time he spent there. With a newly constructed swing and mindset heading into his sophomore year, Kwan burst onto the scene. He would appear in 55 games, starting in 42 of them, and finishing second on the team with a batting average of .331. After an impressive sophomore year, Kwan started to get some attention as a potential prospect in the years to come. But it wasn't until his junior year that Kwan really started to establish himself as a full-blown prospect to many teams around the league. He was a leadoff hitter and center fielder, playing 66 games for a team that just won a college baseball World Series. He batted .356, hitting 2 homers, and jumped from 18 RBIs in his sophomore year to 41 in his junior year. That's not even the most impressive part though. Kwan drew 50 walks compared to 18 strikeouts. He had twice as many walks than strikeouts in his college career, leaving him with a 6% strikeout rate. His vision and discipline at the plate were exceptional, and many scouts believe that this part of his game was MLB ready. One team in particular was the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland had their eye on Kwan for a while now, and they knew he was a player of interest to them, but doubted whether or not he would be willing to go pro after his junior year. With the 2018 MLB draft approaching, Kwan and the Oregon State Beavers were reaching the College Baseball World Series. Kwan continued to dominate throughout the Beavers' playoff run, leaving Cleveland no choice but to select him in the 5th round with the 163rd pick of the 2018 MLB draft. Being drafted a lot higher than expected meant more than anything to him, just like the Oregon State scholarship years back. Kwan even said to himself, "I was really surprised to go that high." With his confidence booming, Kwan decided to take the step to the next level and signed a contract with Cleveland. He would go on to make his debut with the Arizona League Indians in 2019, where he would play for a handful of different Cleveland minor league affiliates, putting up very solid numbers and climbing on their prospect list to number 49. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic the following year, minor league baseball canceled their whole season at every level, leaving Kwan with no games played in 2020. After a long extended offseason due to the canceled season, Steven was heading into the 2021 year without any experience above the Class A level. He was a .290 hitter in 140 games there, which earned him a spot with the Akron Rubber Ducks at the AA level to start the year. Playing in just 51 games there, Kwan put up amazing numbers, batting .337 with an OBP of .411. He also hit 7 homers, driving in 31 RBIs, which would get him the call-up to AAA Columbus. He finished up his year in AAA with the Columbus Clippers, continuing where he left off. A .311 batting average, 32 hits, 9 multi-hit games, 5 homers, and 13 RBIs, all in just 26 games. To point out all he has overcome, even after his impressive season in the minors, multiple scouting reports were still doubting him. Some were saying he's not especially toolsy and relies entirely on instincts in center field, and he doesn't have the power to play every day, but he might find a nice niche bench role. Well, boy did he prove them wrong. Kwan got added to the 40-man a month after the season ended on November 19th, 2021, where he would get his chance in the following year's spring training. When the spring came around, Kwan instantly made an impact, making it hard to leave him off the opening day roster. He was named the starting right fielder for Game 1 on April 2nd and made his debut on April 7th, 2022. From taking on the minor leagues at age 20 to debuting at 24, Kwan got called up to the show in 4 seasons. But this wasn't enough for Kwan. He had a lot of people to prove wrong still going into year 1. The opening series against the Royals in 2022 was one to remember for the rookie. He turned the heads of every Guardians fan as well as the rest of the league. It all started with his first career hit on an 0-2 fastball from Scott Barlow, which he ripped into right field for a single. After his debut, he became the first player since at least 1901 to have 5 hits in the first 3 games of his career. He also became the first person since at least 1901 to reach base safely 15 times in his first 4 games. Just days after these records, Kwan for the first time in his rookie year swung and missed at a pitch after going 116 pitches without doing so. Yeah, you heard that right. Steven Kwan did not swing and miss until the 117th pitch thrown to him in his young career. This was the most for any batter to start their career since 2000. By the end of the first month of the season, Steven Kwan was hitting .354, which earned him the April AL Rookie of the Month award. The rest of his rookie year was very up and down from the plate after a historical start to his career in April. Reality hit in May, where he struggled to hit the ball, finishing the month with a .173 average. But the Guardians kept faith in the young outfielder after a bad month, and he was able to bounce back in June by hitting .341. Kwan kept that rhythm for the rest of the year and put himself into the AL Rookie of the Year conversation, finishing 3rd just behind winner Julio Rodriguez and former Oregon State teammate Adley Rutschman. Kwan finished the year batting .298, having an OBP of .373 and hitting 6 home runs, driving in 52 RBIs. He was the 2nd lowest in the league in strikeout percentage and became the first rookie since Dustin Pedroia in 2007 to have more walks than strikeouts. To cap off just an outstanding year, his incredible defense won him the first Gold Glove of his career. His knack for chasing down and tracking baseballs in the outfield is what makes him so good defensively. But how does Steven Kwan perform so efficiently from the plate? We all know how much our mind plays into a sport like baseball. One single thought can throw off a whole at bat for a pitcher or a hitter. That's where it starts with Kwan. He announced in a recent interview that back in college, he started meditating before games. And what this did for him was it slowed down his heartbeat and cleared his mind, allowing him to focus on each and every pitch thrown at him, without worrying about negative thoughts. Steven's exceptional skill can also be attributed to a combination of key elements in his technique. His outstanding plate discipline allows him to consistently wait for pitches he can handle, reducing strikeouts and increasing his on-base percentage. Kwan employs a compact, efficient swing that minimizes unnecessary movement and enables quick, solid contact. His balanced stance and good posture provides the flexibility to adjust to different pitch locations and speeds. Additionally, his quick hands allow him to react swiftly to fastballs and off-speed pitches alike. Instead of focusing on power, Kwan prioritizes making solid contact and driving the ball to different parts of the field, which contributes to his high batting average. His high batting IQ, which includes a strong understanding of pitchers' tendencies and pitch sequences, further enhances his ability to anticipate and react to pitches. By maintaining a consistent approach and leveraging his strengths, Kwan avoids prolonged slumps and ensures regular on-base success. These combined elements make Steven Kwan a highly effective and reliable hitter. Alright, now I'm going to talk about the amazing season he is putting together so far this year. Kwan has emerged as the best leadoff hitter in baseball, and it's not even close. Batting over .380 and having an OBP of .445, Kwan would be atop of the MLB with those stats if it were not for the 23 games and plate appearances he missed earlier in the year due to a hamstring strain. Even with those missed games, he leads the league in 3-hit games with 10 of them, putting him right above Mookie Betts. Since coming back from the IL, Kwan is 16 for 29 and is getting on base at an unbelievable rate with an OBP of over .625. It is inevitable that Kwan will slow down at some point, but at this rate, Kwan can put himself in position to win the AL batting title at the end of the year. With that being said, Steven Kwan's journey from an overlooked high school player to one of the top hitters in baseball is nothing short of remarkable. That's all I have for this one. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point in the video, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and until next time, I will see you all later.